Well, hello and a very warm welcome to our continuing coverage of the AFC Champions League Elite. It's Buriram United versus Pohang Steelers from the East region on match day 3. It's the Buriram Stadium, which can seat just shy of 33,000. Here's how the current East region table looks. Buriram going great guns with 4 points from their 2 matches so far. Pohang Steelers are just outside that all-important top 8, which means qualification. I'll come to that in more detail in a moment. Just give you an idea of the conditions here. Still very warm, 27 degrees centigrade, and that is somewhere in the region of just shy of 80 Fahrenheit if you deal in old money. Teams in the tunnel, as you can see. So just a very brief explainer, because it is the first season of the all-new rebranded Champions League Elite. It's actually the 43rd edition of the top club football competition in Asia. And we've got the top 8 teams in each of the East and West groups will qualify for the last 16. So basically 16 of the 24 teams that entered will go through, and that round of 16 will see them play a club within their own region. That'll be a 2-legged home and away tie in March. And then from the quarters onwards, teams can play sides from the other region as well. And they'll all be decided by just a single match. Quarters and semis in April, the finals in Saudi Arabia on May the 4th. Well, there's a really good atmosphere inside this stadium because Buriram are going absolutely great guns, not just in this competition, but domestically as well. They beat Utai Tanai 1-0 last Thursday. They are top of the Thai League. They're only 8 games in, but they've won 7 of their first 8 and drawn the other. As far as their Champions League Elite displays so far this season, they kicked off with a 0-0 draw here against Vissel Kobe of Japan. That was on match day 1, but then they had a terrific win, 2-1 away at Central Coast Mariners in Australia. And that's why expectations are high here for the team nicknamed Thunder Castle. Been league champions for the last 3 seasons, and they've won the treble in 2 of the last 3 years. Record 9 titles since 2008, and they're not one of the most established clubs. They were only founded in 1970. It took them nearly 40 years to win that first title, but they have not looked back since. And one of the reasons is that their youth academy, which was established just over a decade ago, is considered by most to be one of the best in the country and potentially one of the best in Asia as well. So what about the Pohang Steelers? Well, not been a season really to remember so far for the Korea Republic side. They've just finished the regular season, actually, domestically. They finished 4th, 10 points behind the winners, Ulsan. So they have a championship round in Korea, and they played their first match in that championship round last Friday. Drew 1-1 at home to Suwon. And they've got a real tough match coming up on Sunday against Ulsan, who, as I mentioned, were the league winners in the regular season. Have won the AFC Champions League on 3 occasions, but not since 2009. Did reach the final 3 years ago. And last season they were knocked out in the round of 16 by Jeonbuk. Well, they've had contrasting fortunes really in their 2 matches so far in the AFC Champions League Elite. They were thrashed 4-1 on match day 1 against Shanghai Shenhua. They actually led 1-0 in the match and then conceded 4 times in the last half an hour. However, they came back strongly in their second match and they beat Shanghai Port by 3-0. That was at home on match day 2. So the teams emerging at the Buriram Stadium. I think on current form you would certainly make the home team favourites. Pohang Steelers skipper Wanderson, who's 35 now, the Brazilian. He has scored in this competition this season, actually. Got one of those goals in that victory I mentioned against Shanghai Port. Wang In-jae, just saw there the goalkeeper for the Steelers, didn't play 3 weeks ago on match day 2. I'll give you the details of the team news momentarily. Some interesting stats and facts, though, coming into this match. They have met twice before, way back 10 years ago. Pohang Steelers won one of those matches, the other was drawn. But even though Pohang, as I said, haven't had a great season by their own high standards, they've actually scored in their last 27 matches in all competitions, going back all the way to May of this year. And Buriram is scoring for fun as well at the moment, 16 in their last 6. Buriram actually undefeated in their last 9 matches in all competitions, and they've won 7 of them. And one of the issues for Pohang has been away form. Lost 4 of their last 5 on the road. The team from Korea Republic. They'll want to change that record here this evening. Well, the Buriram manager, Oscar Los, makes just the one change from the side that won at Central Coast Mariners 3 weeks ago. Sasalak Hypercorn comes into the side. We think he's going to play as a holding midfielder. He replaces Jefferson Tabinas, who is injured. Guilherme Bissoli is the main man up front. He's got 8 goals for the season so far. Any one of, or any 5, I should say, of those substitutes can be used by the coach, and a 6th if it's a concussion replacement. Man in charge tonight is Khalid Al Turais of Saudi Arabia. Teams have been warned. He's produced 3 red cards in his last 11 matches. 37-year-old. Well, no fewer than 5 changes to the Pohang lineup from the 3-0 win against Shanghai. Those drafted in include keeper Wang In-jae, winger Kim Min-sung, and playmaker Pek Sung-dong. Now, Coach Park Tae-ha's preferred formation is 3-4-2-1. We've got it up there as 4-4-2, but you'll see both Yun-san and In-sung dropping back as wing-backs. Well, flying high, as I mentioned, in the domestic league, Buriram. And they've got real high hopes of qualifying for the round of 16. Tiraton Banmatan, by the way, you got a glimpse of at the toss, is the Buriram captain. Wanderson with the armband there for the Steelers. So much will depend on whether they can get service to the likes of Bissoli and also Super Cho Jaden, his strike partner. Just waiting for the clock to tick round. And away we go for this AFC Champions League Elite East region clash, with the Steelers all in, well, red and black, really. It is red and white. There's a little bit of black on that shirt. The Steelers attacking the goal the way to our left in this first half. Coach admitted, Park Tae-ha, that their two performances so far in the Champions League, one he was very happy with, one he was very disappointed with. See how they play today. Would expect Buriram to have the majority of possession. And certainly from what we've seen of Buriram this season, they like to knock the ball around. If we look at Oscar Loss, Buriram coach, the Brazilian, his 20th coaching job, in fact. He's still only 49, but he started very young. Only been here since June, arrived from Persepolis, won the Iranian league last term. Now, they had an early chance to get the ball in the box here. There were two players went down. And Lewis Crispin is screaming at the official as the ball comes in, saying he should have had a penalty. Referee not interested. The Steelers maybe can get it away. Well, early signs inside the first couple of minutes. This could be a particularly physical encounter. Here's Bun Matan, the captain. Nicely done by Kim Jong-woo. Here's Hong Yun-sang. Wanderson, who has made that left-back position his own in the 2.5 years he's been at the club. A lot of experience, and he's a very savvy player, the Brazilian. He's on the ball again now. Just coaxes it forward, but that wasn't the tidiest piece of control you've ever seen from Hong Yun-sang. Expected more than that. There is Park Tae-ha, the coach. Years of age. He was formerly the assistant boss of the Korea national team, Korean Republic national team. Played wide by Calls, who's going to have license to overlap down this right-hand side at every possible opportunity, the fullback. Goalkeeper that is known for excellent distribution, Wang In-jae. He's been brought in tonight, the 30-year-old. Yeah, nearly 5 years, although he's never really had a consistent run in the side. Hong Yun-sang. Wanderson. Can still shift at 35, but you don't want to see that again. Immediate hand of apology from the captain. Just take my word for it, he can deliver really effectively from this left-hand side. Obviously, that's not his best. Turned away from trouble nicely. Free kick taken quickly. They like to get on with things, Buriram. They play an attractive passing game under Oscar Loss, as you would imagine, with a Brazilian coach. Turned away from trouble there. Korsic, the Serbian midfielder, just got too much on that. Right idea, but expect both Calls and Hypercorn there to make runs on both flanks. Mr. Skipper, Tiraton Bunmatan. Actually, although he's a midfielder now, most of his career was defensively. He was thought of as one of the best defenders in Asia. He's a set-piece specialist as well, so they get any free kicks in and around the penalty area, he might well be the man. That was his pass played through, knocked away by Quebec. But Matin was fouled, and I think he's hurt too. It looked fairly innocuous, actually. Let's have another look. Oh, I can see why that's done. So it will be Bon Matin to deliver. Not the best. Plenty to aim at, but there was no height whatsoever on the delivery. Watched all the way by Astropotamidis. Oh, that's a nice turn. A good save by the goalkeeper too, but he's out of position, but the cross was inaccurate. Something almost out of nothing there for Buriram. Careless defensively, and you can see how the home side want to get on with it. Played in by Crispin. Turned in by Bissely. Full stretch to defend at the moment, Pohang Steelers. Went between the two defenders, and just for a moment, Super Chai-Den thought he was in. Keeper did well, actually, to get out to him as quickly as he did, just to narrow that angle. Here's Kim Min-hyuk. Bon Matin. Out to Hypercorn. Almost playing more as a left winger than a fullback, Hypercorn. Chai-Den. Corner kick, first of the match. Taken quickly. All stayed up, especially with two centre-halves who come up, but Hypercorn slipped, just about managed to recover. Header was by Chai-Den. Well, figured out of his feet there, Min-hyuk. Trying to get round the back again, and that'll be another corner kick. Don't like playing it in from corners, do they? But that was very short. That was really careless. I'd imagine Osmar Loss would have been impressed by that, the coach. Twice they've gone short with corners, and on neither occasion have they even got the ball into the area. Now here's Georgie. Seen off by some solid defending from Curtis Good, the Australian. It's an all-Aussie centre-back pairing for Buriram, Curtis Good and Kenny Dougal. Quebec, by Oberdan, the Brazilian central midfielder. So 10 minutes gone here, no goals. But no question that Buriram looked the more threatening of the two teams. Kim Min-hyuk. And again, a little bit ambitious that ball, to be honest. Wang In-jae's going to have to clear and just coaxes it up to halfway, but again, possession given straight back to the Thai side. At the moment, enjoying 65% possession. Here's Crispin. He's been trying to find that pass for the last few minutes, and finally he has, but Hypercorn's control wasn't as it should have been, and he's fouled his man as well. I suppose you could argue it was a slightly awkward height, but wow, that would have hurt Oh Jong-won. Hong Young-sang began his career at Wolfsburg in the Bundesliga, although didn't make an appearance for the first team in Germany. That's for a storming run from Oh Jong-won there. Clearly recovered from that knock he just took. Out to Wanderson. First time ball, and there's a shooting chance here, but too high from Hong Young-sang. Always rising over the top of Neil Etheridge's crossbar. Wanderson left in a lot of space though. Be careful of that. It's a nice first touch off the chest, but he was leaning back. Has got 7 for the season, Hong Young-sang, including 1 in this competition. They wanted handball, they weren't going to get that. Given away cheaply again though. Here's Pek Sung-dong. Shooting chance when he got the power, but again, just not quite balanced over the shot, and that's why it was too high. Doesn't seem in too much of a hurry, does he, Wang In-jae? Been singing from the first whistle, the home fans. Here's Ikubek. Oh, that's a lovely little touch. Hong Young-sang's away here. Just had to hold it up momentarily. Wanderson. Hong Young-sang again. Just a little bit staccato, but that's cleverly done. Wanderson crossing first time accurately. Well, I think he should have done a bit better with the header there, Georgie. Really do. Terrific work from Wanderson. Good interlinking with Hong Young-sang. Seemed to just maybe mistime his jump a little bit. Felt like he was a little bit on the way down when the ball came across and couldn't control the header. 5 goals this season, including 1 in the Champions League. Hardly ever keep still. That's my loss on the bench. Quarter of an hour played here, still goalless. Referee had a look at that, thought it was a fair challenge. It was solid stuff from Georgie for sure. Oh Jung-won. Pek Sung-dong. No, we've got a stoppage here because Kim Min-hyuk is down injured inside his own penalty area. Have to confess, I didn't see exactly how that happened. Well, Georgie's just shoved him a couple of times off the ball. I only think he must have fallen a little awkwardly. I think he's saying to the referee he did it twice. Maybe only saw the first one, but there was one afterwards that was a little rougher. Nonetheless, he's okay, Kim Min-hyuk. Nice control initially from Vasily. Was being double teamed and in the end just clipped Wanderson as the Brazilian was coming away with the ball. Two Brazilians up against each other for their respective sides. Just a little bit of keep ball here from Buriram. Cleared away by Cools. Oh, as soon as you let it bounce, you might be in trouble. And just for a minute, he had to scramble there, Etheridge. Was always going to get there, but wasn't the most convincing back pass. As soon as that ball hit the deck and slowed down, the defender had a much tougher job. Cools. First time ball, that's brilliant too for Vasily. Defender just about did enough. It's good work from Aspotomidis. Because just for a moment, looked as though, well, it's clearly onside. He was goal side for just a moment, Vasily, and the defender did very well. Had to time it right, just about did. Another corner goes short. Korsic. Just didn't fall for a blue shirt on the edge of that penalty area and scrambled away. Well, here goes Kim Sung. And the referee's going to go to his pocket here for the first time. I don't think you can really blame him. That was cynical. Because Kim In-sung looked like he was going to be away there until the defender's intervention. Let's have a look. Oh, yeah. Second challenge that shoved him into the advertising hoardings from Dougal. I think I've had 2 cards, to be honest, in that incident. And it's Dougal who has received the caution. Australian centre-back. Famously scored both goals for Blackpool in their 2021 League One playoff final, which they won. Been here for a year or so. Bit of space now for Hong Yun-sang. Wanderson. Oberdan. Haven't seen too much of him so far. Hong Yun-sang again. That was a nice dummy. Maybe just one pass too many. All a little bit over intricate. but more promising for the Steelers, that move. Pass was a little bit short. It's well retrieved by Hong Yun-sung, who's working very hard. He's a creative player, but he doesn't mind coming back and helping out the midfielders. Sort of man you want to have ball at feet, as it is now. Just a hint that Pohang Steelers settling down a little bit with, what, just over 20 minutes gone here. Not impressed with the decision over there. Nice ball to the feet of Hypercorn. It was very difficult to get that through to Bissoli. Bissoli again. Centre forward, he doesn't mind coming deep to pick it up. Very good with his back to goal. Minhyok pulls. Nothing that Christian could do with that. Quebec, who came through the youth setup here, Steelers. Still only 20. He's been a youth international from all the way from under 14s up to the under 20 Thai side. So just past the halfway point then of the first half, goalless, but intriguing nonetheless. 60-40 in Buriram's favour is the current percentage stat. All three shots in the match so far, though, have come from the Steelers, but tellingly none of them on target. Here's calls. Sang saw the danger very quickly. Say we've had anything that you would regard as a really bad challenge so far. A few niggly little fouls, but nothing that would qualify as malicious, I don't think. Just the one card shown by the Saudi Arabian official. That was a giveaway. No question that Pohang Steelers have been disappointed with their league form this season. Expect a lot better than fourth place. obviously lessens their chance of being in the Champions League Elite next season, unless, of course, they win this term's competition. That would sort it out. Current form, though, you'd say that was unlikely. Here's Hong Yun-sung. Wanderson. Oh, it ran through there for Oberdan. See exactly what Wanderson was trying to do, but his pocket was picked by Bissoli. No flag here. 1 against 4, though. Just didn't get forward quickly enough in support of the number 7 there. It's Korsic. Atakorn. Quite get it under control, Georgie. Here's Oberdan. Probably fair to say that the passing accuracy from both sides has not been of the highest order so far. That was a little bit short. Got away with that, Bunmatek just. Played off by Bissoli. Here comes Hypercourt. Bunmatek continued the run. Still trying to get it, and he's kept it in, but he just couldn't do anything with the cross. Almost off balance, just trying to slide it into the middle. Real battle here with Kim Jong-woo. Got the better of him, but he was kind of running out of pitch as well a little bit. And Aspropotamidis was in the right place just to clear it up. Goalkeeper's favourite. Just about. What a nervous moment that was for Wang In-chae. Just got a toe to him. Crispin to Korsic. Kim Min-hyuk. Crispin's delivery is very high and kind of hanging. Here's Jaided. Dispossessed. Might be a break on here potentially for the Steelers if they can play it right. This is Kim In-sung. Wanderson. Thought about the shot, changed his mind. Hong Yun-sang. Little indecisive when it mattered most. Here's Crispin, who's been busy. Oh, that looked like a poor challenge. It was a really bad challenge. Must be a card here. Once he's recovered from the tackle, EQ Beck, he's going to be the recipient of a yellow card. Look at this. Ouch. It's been sliding through with undue care and attention, to say the least. Crowd actually were booing. They wanted a straight red rather than just the yellow. On played onside by the two central defenders. That was just a moment earlier, literally by a bootlace. Wang In-jae got there in time. Players taking advantage of that injury break to get some water on board. KOR's attempt at a cross was blocked. The Malaysian, Dion calls to take this throw himself. Kim In-sung. Kim Min-hyuk. All the way back to Neil Etheridge, the London-born Filipino international, in goal for Buriram. Hong Yun-sang. He's been quiet, Obadan, the number 8, the Brazilian. Usually the kind of main creative linchpin in midfield. He's on the ball here, but I don't think Buriram will mind seeing him on the ball that deep. Wanderson, can he wrap his left foot round across? Didn't quite get the elevation, but it will be a Pohang Steelers throw. Obadan, nice little touch with the toe, just to get it out to Jong-woo. Cross wasn't penetrating enough, but they can regroup here, the Steelers. Wanderson again. Got some curl on it, but didn't get enough height. Oh, he was in trouble for a moment at Quebec. That was, well, courting disaster. Bisson's gone down, but the referee says play on. What a glorious chance that was for Hong Yun-sang. And Etheridge to the rescue for Buriram. Crowd don't like it, because Buriram had a player down injured. Nonetheless, they're entitled to carry on, the Steelers. Look to be onside as well, Hong Yun-sang. And excellent work from the feet of keeper Neil Etheridge. I'm going to say, from that angle, it didn't look like anything wrong with the challenge. It's a lovely first touch, wasn't it? He just couldn't get it wide enough to stop Etheridge making the save. But the best chance of the game so far, no question. And one of the coaching, oh, it's actually Oscar Loss who's been booked, the coach. Clearly wasn't happy that that attack was allowed to continue when he had a man down. But the Buriram United manager has been carded. First corner for the visitors. Five in red inside the penalty area. A couple just waiting outside. Be the in-swinger. See Astropotamidis trying to get some room. It's not a bad delivery. It was Hong Yun-sang who was closest to it. Couldn't divert it on goal, but another chance here, but that is tamely wide goal kick. Wanderson's effort. So inside the last 10 minutes of the first half. Still chuntering away on the sideline. That's my loss. Very quickly into the challenge there, Kim Min-hyuk. It's Bun Matan. Now Jaided. Hypercorn. Jaided again. I think something that both coaches will be stressing at the interval when we get there is just the accuracy of the passing. Buriram in particular have looked good till they get to the edge of the Pohang Steelers box and it all breaks down. Here's Jaided again, surrounded by 3 defenders though. All the way through for Etheridge. Crispin. Cools. Kim Min-hyuk. Defender should have enough. Yeah, Wanderson used all his experience there. He really gave it away after giving him the big up. Hong Yun-sang. Chipped down the line by Oh Jung-won. Looked like he didn't quite know what the free kick was for there, Goran Korsic. Well, he should know. Followed through. This is Georgie, who's been rather starved of service in this first half so far, the striker. It has been a first half punctuated by numerous free kicks, which maybe hasn't helped the overall flow of the game. Well, that was another view of the yellow card, which appears to have completely mystified Osmar Loss. Oh Jong-won. Obadan. Oh, that's a perfect ball. They need to fill the box, though. There was just no support. Surely Georgie and Hong Yun-sang should have got there quicker. It's good defending from Curtis Good, but let's look at the number 9, centre of your screen. Onside, clearly. This doesn't really bust the gut to get in the middle. By the time he did get even a semi-shift on, it was just too late. Great work from Kim In-sung. And wonderfully well spotted too. Buriram putting pretty much everyone back to defend this corner, which comes in towards the near post. Good with the header and the follow-up shot. Well, that was travelling, but unfortunately for the Steelers, Obadan's effort was off target, but he really made a good connection with that. 3 goals for the season. He doesn't normally score tap-ins, the Brazilian. Absolutely thundered that. Free kick given. Well, for all Buriram's possession, they are still yet to have a shot on goal, let alone one on target. Was hoping his goalkeeper would come there, Astro Potamidis, but in the end, Wang In-jae stayed on his line and he rather hemmed himself into a cul-de-sac and has given away the corner. Every corner's been played short so far by Buriram. So into the final minute of the first half of normal time, I reckon we might get quite a few added. That's another corner. Delivered by Crispin. That's the first time they've actually put the ball into the box directly from the corner. Well spotted by Oh Jong-won. Quite sure who will be the happier of the two sides at the break. And on the face of it, the Steelers being level isn't a bad scenario, but they've had the best chance, and it was a great chance. And even though Buriram, as I mentioned, have had a lot more of the ball, haven't really been able to do much with it. So we're going to find out now, having played the 45, how much additional time will be added. Couple of minutes is the answer. In for Kim Jong-woo. Wanderson. They are affording him a lot of space down this near touchline. The Steelers skipper. Obadan. Now Kim Jong-woo. To the feet of Song-dong. Patient in possession here, Pohang. Wanderson. Just had the latest possession stats, and actually it's much more equal now. It's only 52-48 in Buriram's favour. Wanderson. That's going to float aimlessly out for a goal kick. Disappointing for a man who can deliver so much better than that. That might just be the last action of the half. Only got a few seconds left to play in stoppage time. Etheridge will launch this. And that is indeed half-time here at the Buriram Stadium. Fascinating first 45 minutes. Buriram started much the better. Gradually, though, the Steelers worked their way back into it. Hong Yun-sang had the best chance, one-on-one, but denied by keeper Neil Etheridge's feet. Nothing so far to speak of for the home team in front of goal, not a single shot. Half-time, Buriram United 0, Pohang Steelers 0. warm welcome back to the Buriram Stadium, where the second half is imminent, and looks like there's going to be a change. Just waiting to see the exact details of that, but there was definitely a substitute stripped off, ready for action on the touchline. Just waiting to see exactly who that's going to be. Fascinating to see whether Pohang Steelers can build on what was a much better second period of that opening half for them. So we're definitely second best in the opening exchanges. Not had much service, Georgie up front so far. So where we go, if you're just joining us, Steelers in red and black, attacking the goal away to our right in this second period. Straight away, a bit of a casual pass that was given away. It's Jayden. When Matan tried to play it forward, there was a man blocking his path. Back. I'll tell you that EQ Becker is a man who's come off for the Pohang Steelers. He was carded actually in the first half. And it's Jeon Ming Wang, number 4, who has come on. So straight swap, defender for defender. I wonder whether that caution had anything to do with Park Tae-ha's decision. Play him on, the defender's to the left and a heap. He's back on his feet now. Just couldn't quite thread that ball through, Kim In-sung. See what he was trying to do. He had runners both sides, actually. Here's Kim Jong-woo. Referee says, I think we need that free kick taken again. Clearly that he had his foot trodden on there, Heindekorn. Kim In-sung. Obadan. Wanderson. Passing may not have improved yet. That's a poor ball back. Oh Jung-won. Here's Maten. It's rather ambitious, that. Especially because he hadn't even started his Reinhardt-Korn down this left-hand side. He was the intended target, I think. He's been cautioned in case he just joined us. Osmo loss. And he was at a loss to know exactly why. Long discussion with both referee and fourth official. First half. Quite have as much time as he thought there, Korsich. Obadan, the Pohang ball. Nice. Wasn't the best of passes either, was it? Behind Oh Jung-won. Here's Kim In-sung. Jong-woo. Nowhere near strong enough in possession. Jae-den. He went tumbling. Players falling all over the place here. It will be a free kick for Buriram, taken quickly. Jae-den wasn't ready for it. What a waste that was from Buriram's point of view. Laid off by Crispin. Korsich. Just coaxed it forward, but too far forward. No way. Calls is going to get on the end of that. Malaysian right wing back. He's actually formerly a Belgian youth international. Played at Bruges here last year. He's been an ever-present ever since. Kim In-sung. Kim In-sung again. Trying to get involved. Pek Sung-dong, we didn't see much of him in the first half. Oh Jong-won doing well. Can they thread the Iber needle? No, it was actually a slip in the end by Obadan. Therefore could do nothing with it. This is Cools. Takes a tumble, free kick. Actually, I think it was Lucas Crispin, in fact. Yeah. Crowd want the yellow card for Aspropotamidis. Referee didn't think it was anywhere near bad enough for that, so no caution. Min-hyuk. Kim Min-hyuk again, all the way back to Etheridge. It's a poor clearance though. Only picked out Oh Jong-won, now he's lost it. Hypercorn charging forward. That's an, well, I was going to say it's an excellent tackle. Free kick's been given. Obadan really upset with that decision. We'll see a replay, this will be interesting. And he didn't make any contact with the ball. Well done, Matan. I told you in the first half is the set-piece specialist. Concerned enough to have two in the wall. I think he's going to have a shot from here, surely not. He's just going to chip this. That will be a corner kick. Came off Steelers' head. I think it was Wanderson, actually, who got the last touch on that. Bissell trying to find some space in a very crowded penalty area. So Ben Matan will deliver this corner. Almost like the line of scrimmage there. Keeper's come. Double-fisted punch with plenty of distance. It's good work from Wang Yijie. It's Jai dead. Beautiful. Oh, and it's it! Not sure who got the last touch. May well have been Bissell. He's certainly claiming it. And out of nothing, really, Buriram take the lead. 10 minutes into the second half. It was curled in invitingly. And it looks as though Bissell just got enough on it to steer it past Wang Yijie. Let's have another look. Well, no question of offside. Yeah, just got a faint flick, I think. It's in by Hypercorn, and Bissell able just to divert that into the corner. This may be a better view of how much contact he got. Well, it's just a sea of legs because the defender, Junming Wang, was there as well. I don't think he'll want it, though. Bissell's claiming it. Either way, Buriram in front. A little bit scrappy. They will not care one shot. That's what the manager thinks. They've been a bit frustrated as they are checking this goal, but I don't think there's any possibility it'll be chalked up. Unless there was something that wasn't at first apparent on that replay. If this stands, it's going to be Guilherme Bissell's 9th of the campaign and his 2nd in the AFC Champions League Elite. The goal stands, and Buriram have that precious lead. And remember, coming in with a win and a draw, put them on 7 points after 3 games if they hold on here, and that's a very strong start, a great base of which to qualify for the round of 16. Remember, top 8 of the 12 teams will go through to the knockout round. Here's one for Georgie to chase. The collision with the defender, Curtis Good. I don't think there was any shout for a penalty here. Lots of players getting involved around Khalid El Touaisi. It's a yellow card for Good. And I think the infringement is outside. Let's have a look. It was a foot race, basically. Now, where was the contact? Yeah, it was just outside. And because he was wide, you certainly wouldn't say it was a clear goal-scoring opportunity for Georgie, hence why the card was yellow rather than red. Well, this is still very dangerous, though. Yoon Min Ho, by the way, has come on for the Pohang Steelers. Striker. Still all round the referee. In place of Kim In-sung. And Pek Sung-dong has also been replaced. He sneaked a little double substitution in. Well, eventually they're going to have to retreat and let Pohang take this free kick. Quite know why they're still standing there like that, to be honest. Going to have to get them back. Lee Sok is the other man who's come on for the Pohang Steelers, number 26. So 2 strikers immediately put on by Park Tae-ha after that goal. But can they find an immediate response here with this free kick? Doesn't matter, is the player, there he is, just lying on the ground behind the wall in case it goes low and they jump. Wanderson over the free kick. We know he's got a cultured left foot. It's on the correct side for him as a left footer. I think maybe top right as we look. Here goes Wanderson. Don't think the keeper got a touch. No, he didn't. It was just too central, really, the shot. Surely needed to be one corner or the other. But it was right over Neil Etheridge's head. Would definitely have made the save if it had been a little lower. So just past the hour mark. Guilherme Bussoli's goal divides the teams here. Miscue from Good. Now he has to backtrack. Look at the number of Pohang Steelers coming forward here. It's laid off by Hung Young Sang. And whacked away by Kim Min Hyuk. It's actually at the Hamburg Youth Academy, Kim Min Hyuk. Well, this is nice. Just a final ball again. That's not going to be a penalty, but it might still be dangerous. Corner kick. Came off Kim Min Hyuk in the end. Yeah, last year, former Jeonbuk player. Well, double substitution imminent for the home team. Shot wasn't struck with any conviction whatsoever. There might be a head injury here, but Buriram are going to play on. I'm not sure the referee's seen it. Held up by Crispin. And now the referee knows he has to stop the game because there was definitely a head issue. Clash of heads between those two. Korsic is the Buriram player involved. And the substitute, Lee Sok, who's just come on, actually. Just about to make a double change, so we'll see how, if that's going to affect anything here. I don't think so. Another look at the goal. How much did he get on it? Yeah, he did. Just off the outside of his boot. and angled perfectly to beat Wang In-jae. So Curtis Good's come off. Sasalak hyper corners come off. Jefferson Tabinas is on. And so is Marcelo Jalo. So a Filipino and a Brazilian are on for Buriram. That will be a free kick. Easy decision right in front of the referee's nose. Foul by Aspropotonidis. Do feel though that Buriram need a second, because the Steelers have been much more positive since the break. I'm sure that one's going to be enough. We'll see. Marcelo amongst those in the penalty area for this free kick. Wasn't the best delivery, truth to tell, but they may get a chance to put it into the box still. They did! And in the end, over the top from Korsic. I think the first chance he had might have been a better one, but he couldn't find space for the shot, had to then almost retrieve and take it on the turn, which was much more difficult. Onside by a mile. Maybe that was being unfair to him. He couldn't stretch the first time, couldn't get a boot to it on his weaker left foot. Over the top. Oh Jong-won. That's a beautiful ball. Look at that. Inch perfect for Ite Sok. Didn't make the most of it. Another substitute about to be introduced. It's Kim Jong-woo coming off. And Han Chan-hee is on. Predominantly a defender. He can play as a defensive midfielder also. So that's 4 changes made already by the Steelers, and we've only just passed the midpoint of this second period. Certainly been patient enough since they went behind the Steelers. There's been no hint of panic, and they might be round the back here. 3 waiting in the middle. It was just taken off his boot, but here's Oh Jong-won. Can he find space for the shot? Well, he could. It was deflected, and it's a corner. But again, Buriram's defenders at full stretch. It's nicely worked, actually, the initial opening. Get Dion Pools away, and then Oh Jong-won's effort clearly took a big deflection off Tabinas and behind for the corner, which Wanderson will take. well defended, actually, because it was a high-hanging corner. Sometimes can be a problem. It's come all the way through to Georgie, though. Headed away by Bunmata. Looking much busier at the moment, Pohang Steelers. Oh Jong-won. Best ball. Rather telegraphed it. Very easy for Marcelo. Stolen. And here's Bissoli. The defender did very well. Just gave him the chance to get the challenge in, though, Bissoli. If he turned the other way, well, it will have been in business. Back from Marcelo. Now, here's one for Tabinev to chase. If he's onside, well, he waited and he waited and he waited, and in the end, the defender got the challenge in. Surely he could have hit that earlier. I think he knows it. We're very, very close. Had they gone in, it would have been checked, obviously. It may have just been level. Why was he looking up? Almost allowed Ite Sok to come back and get that tackle in. Vital one, too. Knows that was the chance, potentially. Could have effectively put this game almost to bed. Here's the corner kick, meanwhile. Wasn't a very good one. That looks painful. Ooh. Well, if you put your head that low, almost invite trouble. And then Wanderson saying, well, he was fouled. Such a big last 20-25 minutes here if you assume we're going to have 5 or 6 minutes added on. Buriram really could put themselves in such a strong position if they get the win here, and simultaneously put Pohang's future participation in a little bit of doubt. Okay, only be the third match, but it would be 2 defeats in 3 for the Korean side if they can't get something here. Another change being plotted by Osman Los by the look of it. And Chen-hee. I think the substitutes have just livened Pohang Steelers up a little bit. Jong-won. Well, lost in possession there, Han Chen-hee. Not too many options though for Bissoli. Had to hold it up. He's done a good job, and he's found a decent pass as well. Shot wasn't really threatening though for Bissoli. Seeing him put much more venom to his strikes at goal than that. Miscue really, and tamely wide. Not his stronger foot, but he would have expected to do much better from there. Well, Super Chai is coming off, and he is being replaced by number 19, KOR, Brazilian. Hwang Yun-sang is off, also for Pohang, and he's replaced by Lee Min. Who's usually a very creative midfielder, Lee Min. See whether he can find a way to help the Steelers get something out of this match. 15 minutes to go. Well, 32,500 the capacity, so an excellent crowd in tonight. Botomidis. Now Chong-won. So all 5 changes made now by Park Tae-ha, the Steelers coach. If Wanderson's onside, that's a decent ball, but he just hasn't been able to get the better of the right back tonight so far. Made a couple of decent crosses in the opening half, did the Steelers captain, but since then he's been kept largely pretty quiet. Second goal now for Buriram surely would settle it as Tabinas plays it forward, but too far forward. Goalkeeper should get there, and does. Very experienced Neil Etheridge, former Cardiff City, Birmingham, here in June. 82 caps now for the Philippines. He was actually in England under-16 international, born in London. KOR still got it. I don't think he quite knew what he was trying to do there. It's neither pass nor shot nor anything. They've got 11 minutes plus time added on to sweat to see whether their team can hold on here for maximum points. Would put them in a great position in the East region of the AFC Champions League Elite. Min, first touch for him just about. Really well marshalled by Tabinas. No joy down the right, so they try down the left, but it should be meat and drink for Etheridge. So into the last 10 minutes we go, and here goes Bissely again. He's got Trigor waiting in the middle, chose to hold it up. This is Cools. Really loose from him. That'll be a free kick. Wanderson. 20 fouls in the match. Hasn't seemed quite as stop-start in the second half as it did at times in the first. Here's Oh Jung-won. Now Yoon Min-ho. Min-ho again. Over that. Is there something to show for this patient possession? Wanderson's ball through, just thumped away by Marcelo. Didn't have a red shirt anywhere near him, but he still just thought he'd thump it up the pitch. I'm not sure coach was wanting to give possession back to Pohang Steelers quite as cheaply as that. Bun Matan. Goes Trigor. Crispin. Now Marcelo. No sting in the cross at all. And Chen He brings it out for Pohang. Time is against the Koreans. Min. Play from Oh Jung-won. But again, there's no end product. I think that's the thing that Park Tae-han will be most disappointed with. It's not like they haven't had enough of the ball. 58% possession, Pohang Steelers. 6 shots, but none on target. Min. Fought back to win it well there, Min. Getting the ball hasn't been the problem. Doing something with it's been the issue. Just takes one moment of inspiration, though. Turn things around here for the Pohang Steelers. 3-time Champions League winners, remember. Here's Oh Jung-won. Min seen a lot of the ball since he's come on. That's a great cross, and the header clips the top of the bar, and Etheridge can grab it. Well, is that indicative of the Pohang Steelers' evening? Great ball in, wasn't it? And Obadan denied by the frame of the goal. Just wonder if that's going to be their last genuine sight of goal. Meanwhile, Panmatan is going to come off here, and I think he's got a knock to the shoulder. It looked like anyway. So I'd have to give away the captain's armband. Mateus Vargas is coming on. Another Brazilian. Not coming off particularly quickly either, see? So he will slot straight in to fill the hole left by Bunmatan, central midfield. So he's going to have to wait and just hope that his colleagues can hold on here. Min, he's looked very lively, putting that wonderful cross for Obadan a few moments ago. It's a good ball as well for Yoon Min Ho, and Etheridge falls on it gratefully. I think it's just about their best bet of the game, the Steelers. Excellent again from Lee Min. But Yoon Min Ho's cross just couldn't quite get past the goalkeeper. Bissely. He's actually reffed this game pretty well, Khalid El Torres. In a calm manner. Bissely almost having the shirt pulled off his back there by Oh Jong-won. Well, this is all good for Buriram. Just let the clock run down a little bit before they take this free kick. Him to take this free kick then for Buriram. It's well taken by Wang Yu-jae, especially as he was being unfairly challenged in the process. So we're into the final minute of the 90, but there Could be, I don't know, 6, 7, even more maybe added. Find out soon enough. Here's Obadiah. Showed too much of that. Well, he wanted the decision, Korsic. Thought he should have had a free kick. So the home fans are going to have to sweat through stoppage time because we played the 90. 4 minutes. Might be more than that, actually. Here comes Korsic. Look at the space he's got here. Now, what can the Serbian do? It's a poor delivery, really. Pohang Steelers in a hurry. They've got just over 3 minutes to try and find an equaliser here. An equaliser that I don't think would be undeserved if they were to get it. They've been, at times, impressive in the second half. Just haven't been able to find a way through. Not yet, anyway. He came in. For once, he was seen off by his marker. Crispin, always lively tonight. Defender should win this race. In fact, the goalkeeper's going to help him out. Just thump it up the pitch. May have been coming back from an offside position. He's gone for the shot. Well, had that have gone in, it would have been a magic goal for Abyssali. Not sure it would have counted because he may have just come back from an offside position. Yeah, I think he probably would have been flagged offside, but nonetheless, excellent effort. Potamidis for Ojong-won. 2 minutes of the 4 have now been played. And Chi-hee might be able to deliver here. It's an excellent cross and a superb defensive header. There's Kenny Dougal, and now there's a break on for Buriram. Crispin bringing it forward. Trigor. They could just hold it up if they want to by the corner flag. Maybe where Crispin's going. Always so frustrating, this, for the team that's behind. Crispin, good body strength. In the end, it took 2 to dispossess him. So into the final minute of time added on. Now or never for Pohang Steelers. Wide from Han Chin-hee. Oh Chong-won. Got to get it into the box at some point. It's all a little bit laboured, isn't it? With 40 seconds left. Stayed in play though on the far side. Min-ho. Wanderson. Waiting for the return there. He still wants it, and he's got it. And he's turned it across, and it still might be something here. Oh, so easily could have been the equaliser. Brilliant defending. Dougal was right in there. There were 2 or 3 of them, actually. And sliding in, that is a very, very important touch. It was Goran Korsic to the rescue for Buriram. And then anywhere would do, literally. As he just confirmed, a second victory out of 3. We've played the 4 minutes. taking as much time as he can possibly get away with, Neil Etheridge. But surely time's going to be up when he launches this goal kick forward. Well, it's a fantastic win for Buriram, and their dreams of getting to the knockout stage not that far away from coming to reality, even though we're only 3 games in. 2 wins now for Osmar Loss's team. Victors here thanks to Bisseli's 56th minute goal, just the faintest of touches, enough to beat Wang In-jae. The closest Pohang Steelers came when the Brazilian Oberdan headed against the crossbar late on. They had lots of possession, plenty of shots, but they just couldn't find a way past Neil Etheridge in the Buriram goal. So Buriram now will go to 7 points, I beg your pardon. Just 2 off the maximum. And Pohang Steelers will stay on 3, and even though it's still relatively early, their progression is far from guaranteed. Final score from the Buriram Stadium. It's finished Buriram United 1, Pohang Steelers 0.